Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We going to the top, to the top, to the top, baby. So let's talk about Wendy Williams and Kevin Hunter. So allegedly, when Wendy Williams has taken hiatus from her TV show because she was nursing her injury, her shoulder injury, and plus she was nursing, other injuries too as well, physically, emotional, etc. So, someone from Wendy Williams' production company called the police and told the police that they believed that Wendy Williams was being poisoned by her husband, that her husband was slipping pills into Wendy's drink. And I was like, OMG, like this would have been an ID case. Like Wendy Williams has a guardian angel. Somebody wants Wendy around because they was protecting her allegedly if this actually happened. I was like, OMG, this is crazy. So the cops, they showed up to Wendy Williams' New Jersey home. It was two police officers and Kevin Hunter greeted them at the door, and they informed Kevin Hunter that they wanted to do a welfare check on Wendy Williams to see how she was doing. He in return told them that she's sick and she was recovering from her health problems. So the cops explained that they needed to speak to Wendy Williams due to the anonymous phone call. So the officers went into Wendy Williams' bedroom. She was covered from head to toe with a blanket. Kevin Hunter was in the room. He wouldn't leave the room. The officers asked Kevin Hunter if he would leave the room. And some people believe that, like, okay, he didn't leave the room because it was a scare tactic, a fear tactic, that he didn't want to leave his presence because he didn't want Wendy Williams to tell the truth. So that could be a possibility allegedly, but the other possibility could be is because he has two officers that are strangers he don't know, and they're in his wife's bedroom while she is helpless and she is defenseless and she can't defend herself. So why would he leave her with two officers? I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't gonna leave none of my family and friends with two officers when they're in the bed ill. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen. But anyways, let's move on from that. So the officers, asked Kevin to leave. He didn't want to leave. So they asked Wendy Williams, how was she doing? Is everything okay? And Wendy Williams was like, she was just looking at them like dazed, like she didn't know what was going on. She was kind of like shocked that the cops was there. And Wendy told the cops that she was recovering from a broken shoulder. And the officer eventually asked her, was there any truth to the anonymous tip or the phone call that she was being poisoned? And Wendy Williams was like, I'm very popular. And the cops repeated the question again. And then the cops also wrote in their report allegedly that Wendy Williams became tearful but denied there was any truth to the anonymous phone call. I was like, damn, like why did she cry? Did she cry because she wanted to be back at work? Did she cry because she was helpless? Did she cry because she was medicated? Or did she cry because she believed that her husband was poisoning her? Or did she cry because she believed that people were trying to report a story on her and trying to get clout off her? So I wonder why she cried. Like, damn. But you would think that she's used to people trying to invade her privacy because she invades other people's privacy too as well. But for her to become tearful, she could have been under medication, but for her to become tearful and deny it, and Kevin standing right there, I was like, damn, if this was Law and Order, they would have escorted Kevin out, and then they would have rushed Wendy Williams to the hospital and did a test on her to see if she had any poison in her system. And maybe he wasn't slipping her poison, but maybe he was slipping her drugs. So who knows what was going on, because allegedly we heard from Avion Foster or Avion Williams. He said that Kevin Hunter was under the influence of drugs when Kevin Hunter allegedly took advantage of him sexually. So I have no idea. But I know Charlemagne was worried about Wendy Williams' health. He was worried that she might end up becoming a victim of domestic violence and also become of the dead because Charlemagne the God allegedly felt that Kevin Hunter could hurt her and it could not end well and she might not wake up to see tomorrow. And I do have the video of where Charlemagne the God did say that on his show. So I'm just like, damn. And I thought that Kevin Hunter could possibly take Wendy Williams' life, allegedly, because if you watch, the ID channel, if you watch Forensic Files, a lot of couples, a lot of couples that are very wealthy, sometimes they don't like to go through divorce. They like to hire somebody or whatever, or like to do little sly shit to, destroy their partner and basically make them among the dead. So I'm just like, OMG, like Wendy has 9 life. If Kevin Hunter was thinking about it, if he was poisoning Wendy Williams allegedly, the cops probably came there and stopped him and made him realize, what, this is a bad thing. I shouldn't do this. Allegedly, if that was ever the case, because who knows if that was ever the case, if it was just an anonymous phone call that basically just wanted to start some shit. So we don't know. But Kevin Hunter would have been living pretty if Wendy Williams was deceased, because he would have Sharina, he would have his baby, and then he would have been able to have Avion Williams both together. He can have both of his mistress together, and they can live happily ever after. And then he would never have to go through a divorce. He would never have to be publicly embarrassed and people know all his business. He would have been, then on top of that, his portfolio as an executive would have just skyrocketed, because people would have wanted to do business with him, because he was the husband of the late great Wendy Williams, allegedly. So I don't know, what do you guys think about this situation? Do you think Kevin Hunter was poisoning Wendy Williams? Like, OMG, when I saw this, I felt a certain type of way, because I thought that he was going to do something to her, and I thought he was trying to get power of attorney over her so he can actually transfer all the money and have everything in his books, because he knew he was wrong in the beginning for having a 10-year relationship with Sharina Hudson and then have a child with her. And then we find out that he was sleeping with Avion Foster, aka male, aka female, aka human being. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, damn, this is crazy. So, but Wendy Williams has gotten rid of Kevin Hunter. She's been moving his shit out the house. Movers has came and got his shit out the house. She's going to sell that house because she's moving to New York. And then on top of that, she has took Kevin Hunter's name off the credits of her TV show. And if you check my community wall, you'll see it, that his name is stripped from the credits of Wendy Williams' TV show. So you guys tell me what you think about the situation. Peace. I'm out. One love to all my peeps and my peoples, baby.